Good morning, friends. It's Julie, and today we're doing our What Sold video for the month of May. Is it just me, or is this time flying? Okay. My dad said every year it is shorter and shorter. All right, so this month we're going to talk about that postcard lot, the 2200 that I purchased. And I'm going to tell you all of the postcards that have sold since then. And a lot of them were this last month, and some were a little bit in April. To keep in mind that I have not listed them all yet. I had actually taken a break to list some of the real photo postcards, which I have. I think I've sold like $170 worth from my postcard swap. If you haven't seen the video, I will link it for you. How I got the free on trade real photo postcards. All right, so we're going to start off with the lowest to the highest price. This one is a real photo postcard of Tijuana. I think I showed you this one before. Nothing real spectacular. And then we have another real photo postcard of Chellan Lake. And, you know, lakes, I mentioned this before, but lakes, sometimes people like them. And they sell pretty well. So that one went for $9.87 or something. I don't remember. You saw the price. Here is another, here is a postcard of Bullocks, Wilshire. I believe this is a restaurant. And I don't normally post a lot of these anymore because most of them are common, or just pass them by. I know there's probably some that are collectible, but I'm trying to focus on the higher, you know, over $10. This one I took an offer. It was probably around $7 or $8. We have another real photo postcard. This is Big Eagle and the Mount Eagle Hotel. The interesting thing about this, there are quite a few of the same subject that are under $10. And I'm like, my minimum is 10, so that's what I'm going to put it on, and it's sold rather quickly. So this is the Big Eagle in front of the hotel, the Mount Eagle. Look for the Big Eagle. And here's the front, and here's the back. Nice little postmark right from the place. The next one, like I mentioned, that I wanted to get these Memorial Day ones up right away, and this one was one of the first ones to sell, and that went for $9.87. And we have another real photo postcard. Here's another lake, Clearwater Lake in Wisconsin, and here's the name. I don't know if you can see it behind me, but here, let me make it big. Oh, you probably still can't see it around my head, but it says Clearwater Lake, Wisconsin. Here's the back. You can see it was an album, and it is postmarked from the place, and that went for $10. We have a cadet dormitory. Is this one just sold? Anyways, I had a whole bunch of linens in this lot, and a lot of these linens, that's why I mentioned the real photo postcards. I had used, given in my swap to one of my viewers here, that we swapped their linens, my linens for their real photo postcards. And so there were tons of them. I did keep a few that I thought I could sell, but most of them I sent them on. A lot of linens only go for like $3 to $5. Here's another one. This one just sold in the last couple of days, and this was Fort Fisher, and I always try to put on if it's soldier mail. That's why I like to list these. This by itself, it may only be like a $3 to $5 postcard, but because I have the information about this Private George Jess, and I put the battery in the company if I have room, because somebody early on in my postcard selling, somebody asked me specifically about a soldier information on a postcard. We figured out it's not the person she was looking for, but she says she looks every day for this person. So that's why I like to do that. Because being a genealogy person myself, I would like to have them have a better chance of finding their family if they can. So here's the soldier mail. We have the free here, and it says more about George. James Walker Hospital. This one also sold recently in North Carolina. I have a fondness in my heart for North Carolina because that's the one where I sold the $400 postcard from. This is also a linen one. And again, I like hospitals because they seem to sell faster than others. And that one went for $10. We have an Indian teepee, St. Joe River in Coeur d'Alene. So this one went for $10. It's not in the best shape. You can see the corners are all bent out. Can you hear my rooster? He hasn't showed up in any of my videos for a while, but today is his day, I guess. And this one was postmarked in Spokane. And there you go. Another real photo postcard of Mexico, and this was Acapulco. I might have shown this one before. But anyways, it's just an overall city view. It went for $12.97, and has a nice message on the back, postmark from the same place. Then we have another $12.97, and this is a lot of 3 postcards, and they are real photo postcards. There was a whole bunch of real photo postcards and linen postcards that were trimmed, which like broke my heart. But, what do you do? So I lotted them up together. They're not as valuable as they would be singly, but excuse me. But I thought that together somebody might like the 3, and they did. So those went out the door at $12.97. They were very happy, actually. They left feedback pretty much right away. Here's a cool real photo postcard. It's one of those alphabet cards. And I have this boho woman, because she's very bohemian looking, and that's very much in right now. Art. I could also have put Art Nouveau on there, so maybe I should have fit them there. But it anyways went for a full price of $14.97. We have, this was a cool one, Golden Great Exposition. Linen postcard. And normally this wouldn't be a $15 postcard, but what it has is this advertising of World's Fair postcards. When I'm flipping through postcards, I'm looking at the front, then I try to flip and see the back when I'm flipping through a box. Because sometimes you could miss some of these. Because he's even closer now to my window. I think he hears me and he thinks I'm talking to him. Anyway, so what was I saying? Okay. Anyways, I really like to find these because they're a little more unique, and some people like to collect postcards about postcards. So there, I did, usually when I have these, I do a little image of the front and the back at the same time. And it went out the door for $14.97. And this one I think was about the same price, which when it actually sold. I had a whole bunch of Ripley's, believe it or not, World's Fair. They actually, do I have the other ones in here? Actually, I sold some other ones. Maybe they're not in this list. Anyways, I try to have most of the ones that sold in here on here. But anyways, there was an auditorium instead of AUD. It was ODD, auditorium. Haha, play on words. And that one probably went for $14.15. Then we have another real photo postcard, and this was White Swan Tower in Devils Lake, Michigan. I don't know if that was a rare view or not. If it's still there, whatever. But anyways, the comps came in about this price. So this one went for $17.97. And this one was, I showed you last time, it was Dragamans of Cook's exhibit in the World's Fair. Private mailing card. Private mailing cards, I usually like to list them because they're so much older and they're a little bit more rare. And this one went for $17.97. I thought it was pricing it a little bit higher than normal. I think they were coming in between $9 and $15. And this one sold quickly, so I don't know. Sometimes you think, should I charge $2 more? But it doesn't matter. It's sold, and I paid less than a quarter for it. Here's a real photo postcard of a couple with a mirror. This is a colorized real photo postcard. You can see the silvering a little bit on it, a little bit on an older one, and it has this saying on it, which I did a Google Translate to know that it was Italian. Here we have a postal card, and I like these old postcards because they are undervalued. I find them a lot in boxes and stuff at antique stores, and they're usually priced $1 or less because they're they're not pretty, they're not exciting looking, but look at this, $20. Okay, I started it at $9.97, so it doubled in price, which is great, because I wasn't sure about the interest here as a Women Voters Republican Committee. I mean, there's just a meeting that she was invited to, and $20, $20.50. Here, I showed you this one before, but it's part of the lot. It's the Cowboys Woolly Chaps pistol. It's obviously a studio one, but anytime you have cowboys in a real photo postcard, you can, a minimum, I think, are $10. This one I put for $30 because it's kind of cool, and I think it was like $25 I took the offer for. Then we have a St. Louis Fair. So I guess there's a lot of fair postcards in here, but it's not just fair. It's also advertising with this coal. So, and it also not only do we have a World's Fair and advertising for coal, but we have horse winners, second prize winners at the fair. So there's 3 things, so $30. I didn't know really where to price this one. And so there you have it. Should I have charged more? I don't know. But I got my $30. Wait, showed you this one before. Falstaff beer has been a good seller for me. The real photo postcard I sold was like 100. So this is a non-real photo postcard. And it's just a girl in a moon. And here's the back. So it has the limp St. Louis on it. $40. Real photo postcard. Oh, this is another Monteagle Hotel one. And I believe that they went to the same person. That I might have sent like an offer to both of them. So there's the Greyhound bus station. And this one went for more because it is a Greyhound bus station. We have transportation and a cool hotel. And you can see this cool looking old bus. You can even make out the license plate. I could have put that on there too because some people like to look up old license plates. We have another real photo postcard. This is a street view of Fowler View, Michigan. So this one I put for $70. I don't remember my reasoning, but it sold. Somebody sent me an offer, or I sent them an offer, but it's really cool. There were other street views of this place, and I think I priced mine. It wasn't exactly this view, so I priced it comparatively for what I thought it should be. I haven't been doing as many auctions lately. Last time I did a lot of, I thought were really cool postcards. It was like they paid $20 for like a few hundred, and I'm like, oh, that's a deal I would like to have. So what I have done differently with this last lot that I'm going to show you, this is the lot that mostly came from these 2,200 postcards after I had parceled out the linens. Decided instead of an auction, a regular eBay auction, I'm going to try a Dutch auction, and I sold it for $147. So it's a lot of 1,000 postcards, and you know, I think there's some fairly good ones in here. Divided back, a white border. There's all eras in here. Yes, my camera was crooked. There were some. I just put some real photos in there. So these are most of these postcards in a year ago I would have listed individually. Here's my description. Each morning I'm able to, because I did go on vacation and I forgot one day, I'll reduce the price of the lot by 5 to 10 until sold, starting price at $247. And I'm going to have another one coming up. I'm saving postcards for it. And this one's going to be better than this one just because I'm being more picky than I used to. Alright, so here's the breakdown. On April 3rd, I purchased this, and then of course it took like a few days to get here, for $450 including shipping. And so we're just in the beginning. I think today, as I'm recording it, is May 30th. I have been coming, here and there. I have not listed all of the postcards that I'm going to list from here. So how am I doing so far on solds? Basically $50 in the profit. So I'm already broke even. Of course, yeah, there are expenses in there. I'm in the black, $50, and it will continue to make money as the other ones that I'm listing will sell, and the ones that I haven't listed will be listed. So it maybe took a little less than 2 months, maybe 6 weeks before I broke even on this lot. So that's how that one's doing, and because I was curious to see how long it would actually take. So that's how my sales are going. They have been, of course, slower. I went on vacation for a week, and that always slows my shop down. And I did a video about how that went. Have a good, joyful day. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.